Collective Mind. This is your host Monica. Today we are going to read one more card, the Moon, Major Arcana card number 18. The connotations are illusions, fear, anxiety, subconscious mind, intuition, hidden secrets, and insecurities. Moon is basically the card of emotions. Whenever the moon is there, you just have to understand it's talking about all the emotions. Element is water, Pisces the fish is astrological sign, hidden problems, chakra is the third eye, intuition, key meaning illusions, dream and crisis. Understanding the moon is a card of duality and emotional turmoil. With it four bonding towers and two howling dogs. One dog appears domesticated while the other is wild. A wolf even representing the dual aspect of the internal conflict. The sun moon above appears to gaze upon the scene below, but the eyes are closed. The solar aspects, the perspective of the day is blind under the moonlight. The central crayfish appears to struggle halfway between the water towards land. Something very important is about to surface. The crayfish stands for its fearful self. He can just glimpse the long and the winding road of the beyond the docks and the towers. He senses that the others have trodden this path before, but can he follow? If he does, is there an reward for taking the risk? Under the light of the sun, moon, what is he seeing may be an illusion, pure fantasy. As A.E. Waite says, the card represents the life of an imagination part from the life of a spirit. This is a dark night of the soul, lonely time, where there is little but moonlight to guide us. We, like the crayfish, will need to make decision in order to resolve the conflict between staying safe in the place we know or taking the challenge of unknown. The major arcana sequence of moon arises after the card star and before the card sun. With the star, we have realized our guidance, the path must follow. The moon shows us the hidden impact of this realization when deep-seated doubts and fears are realized. The sun is the resolution of this dark night. The century before we make our final judgment on our actions, before the ending and the beginning of our journey, the world. To heal the conflict of the moon, we need to embody our higher self or our soul wisdom. Upright meaning, if this card shows an upright position, the moon in the traditional meaning is a crisis of faith and period of the emotional vulnerability. It reveals the misgivings about a situation as you cannot be sure if what you are seeing is the truth. Under the light of the moon, is what you are seeing an illusion, or does the moon bring to light the essence of a problem that needs attention? This may be a time to deep emotional conflict and the struggle is private rather than shared. You have a decision to make and choose wisely. You need to rely on your senses rather than logic. Take a note of your intuitive messages and dreams now and acknowledge them as a valid sources of information that will lead you into the right direction. The moon can show you being asked to take risks, to broaden the life experience. The prospects may make you uncomfortable, but the moon asks you to dive deep and examine the real cause of unrest. The moon can also suggest the following. In the case of home, you could be feeling disillusioned about your current living situation or having a second thoughts about a move or a home improvement project that is proving more costly than anticipated. On a positive note, you may intuitively find an object you thought was lost. Relationships, confusion, disappointment begins as someone lets you down. A lack of the trust that a relationship will work leads you to a love decision. Career and money. You may achieve a goal, but ultimately feel it was not worth that effort. With the colleagues, emotion run high, and you may need to protect yourself from others. Negativity. Money matters are stable, but you want more satisfaction from the work than just the paycheck. Its wisdom messages: be guided by the messages from your unconscious. Wow, you have to focus on your unconscious mind when the moon is there. conscious mind is not working, it's going to be troubled by the moonlight. Okay, the different objects which show in the card. The crayfish, this creature is a symbol of the primal self, which is the environment is not at peace and is struggling to surface like the subconscious fears. The wolf and the dog, the canny show fear of the unknown. They also are the guardians of the experience, representing a rite passage. The wolf is wild instinct and the dog the tame itself. The watch towers or the gates. These are the gates of Hades in the classical mythology. In a reading, this represents the boundary between the unconscious and conscious self. The sun moon, a full moon, crescent moon, and the sun are merged. This moon is a subconscious aspect that affects how we behave in our solar world, which dominates the sleeping sun. The golden droplet, once again it's here. There are 15 droplets in the shape of the Hebrew letters J, which means fire. This creates a strong tension with the water below the sun, which is in combination with the symbolizes conflict. A.E. Waite calls these droplets the dew of thoughts that emanate towards the world of moon or intuition and imagination. The path. The unknown. The path is poorly lit and only reflected light may guide us upon it. Okay, only the thought from your subconscious can help you out of the situation. That's what he's trying to say. The path in front of your eyes will not be well lit and will not be able to guide you. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. See you later in the next video. Bye bye.